Good afternoon and welcome to Boston Asian Radio and TV English Daily News today. I am your host, Lei. Here's a look at the top stories making headlines today. Expect storms on Tuesday morning, including possible heavy rain in some places. 3 firefighters injured battling 4-alarm blaze in Dorchester. Man's body found at Boston Public Works facility. Massachusetts Teachers Association unanimously backs dropping MCAS graduation requirement. Coyote sightings in Jamaica Plain have residents on edge. Expect storms on Tuesday morning, including possible heavy rain in some places. There's a bigger round of showers possible for Tuesday morning on either side of the commute, and these could create travel trouble. Summertime forecasting of scattered showers and storms in some ways is actually more difficult than winter forecasting. You can have all the elements for potential severe weather present, but if something doesn't ignite those elements, then eventually they'll just move away without any fanfare. Tuesday morning, once again, we have a lot of the ingredients present for heavier downpours, including perhaps some thunderstorms and even the potential for severe weather. For those areas under the heaviest rainfall, an inch or more is likely, and there could be some urban street flooding and temporary basement flooding as well. 3 firefighters injured battling 4-alarm blaze in Dorchester. 3 Boston firefighters were taken to the hospital after battling a 4-alarm blaze that began in a Dorchester 3-decker and spread to 2 other homes Monday afternoon, leaving 30 people displaced, officials said. The fire broke out around 2:30 p.m. at 20 Irma Street and leaped to structures on either side, at 16 and 24 Irma Street, the fire department said. We think it started in the basement and got to the rear porches, and then it spread to the 2 adjoining buildings on each side. Boston Fire Commissioner Paul Burke told reporters at the scene. Firefighters managed to beat the flames back and began dousing the charred remains of the home where the fire originated. The fire was knocked down about 40 minutes after crews responded, the department said. Man's body found at Boston Public Works facility. Homicide detectives are investigating after a man's body was discovered Monday morning at a public works facility in Boston. Police were called to 400 Frontage Road around 10:10 a.m. for a death investigation, said Officer Michael Turigian, a spokesperson for the Boston Police Department. Sergeant Detective John Boyle, the department's chief spokesperson, said the man's body was taken into the custody of the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner and will undergo an autopsy Tuesday. We will have more information when we learn the cause and manner of death, Boyle said Monday night. Massachusetts Teachers Association unanimously backs dropping MCAS graduation requirement. The Massachusetts Teachers Association voted Sunday in favor of a ballot question aimed at eliminating the MCAS exam as a high school graduation requirement. Not only has MCAS failed to close persistent racial and economic learning disparities, standardized testing has exacerbated disparities among our student body. We are one of the last districts in the United States that still uses this outdated method of assessing academic mastery. Faculty support replacing the MCAS graduation exam with locally developed alternatives to academic mastery. The MTA committee, made up of educators from pre-kindergarten to higher education and representing districts across the state, approved the collection of signatures to put issues on the ballot and resolve them. Coyote sightings in Jamaica Plain have residents on edge. Residents of a community in Jamaica Plain are calling on the city to take steps to help them deal with increased coyote activity after a coyote was recently caught on camera walking down a sidewalk carrying the carcass of a puppy. Anthony Barron, who captured footage of the coyotes and dogs on camera, said he was surprised to see coyotes moving through the streets with dead animals in broad daylight. I pulled over and saw the wolf crossing the road, and I thought it had a fox in its mouth, but then it turned out to be the neighbor's dog, who looked at me and went on with his business, he recalls Road. Dave Waddles, a spokesman for Massachusetts Wildlife, said the coyote's behavior did not require intervention, and he urged residents to keep their pets on leashes. Stay tuned for more updates on Boston news as it develops.